Hey folks, Wally DM here, and today we're going to take a look at a puzzle that I found on the back of a cereal box. I had heard a lot of dungeon masters and game masters talk about this before, where you can find puzzles, riddles, and traps on the back of cereal boxes, and I didn't believe it until I seen it with my own eyes. Today we're going to take a look at the Lucky Charms puzzle, and I have a full written version of this that's going to appear in my brand new puzzle book, the Journal of Puzzle Encounters On to the Next, that's going to be available in May 2024. But if you'd like to see the written version now, that's going to be available to all of the members on my Patreon at the $2 level or higher. I'll put a link in the description below. So in today's puzzle, our adventuring party is going to craft some potions that I'm sure they're going to find magically delicious. So in this puzzle, our adventuring party is going to enter a laboratory, a wizard's chamber, a study, or some type of a dungeon room of your choosing. After searching the room, the characters are going to find a wooden crate that is tucked away, and inside of this crate are 8 potion vials, a small velvet bag, and a handwritten note. Retrieving the potion vials from the crate, they're going to see that there are 7 total, and each one is filled with a grayish opaque solution, and they are labeled as follows: flying, healing, invisible, levitation, luck, speed, and teleport. Now, if they were to look inside of this purple bag, they're going to find that there are 7 charms inside. There's going to be a balloon, a 4-leaf clover, a heart, a horseshoe, a moon, a rainbow, and a shooting star. And then finally, taking a look at the handwritten note, there's going to be a message on it that reads as follows: the formula works. All I need to do now is drop the charms into the appropriate vials, and voila, magic potions. So with everything that you've seen here, with the grayish opaque potion solution in each of the 7 vials, the 7 charms, and the note that gives the instructions, do you know how to solve the puzzle? I'll give you a second if you'd like to figure it out. Did you get it? Great! Let's go over the answer. So the solution to the puzzle is to take a look at the note and to realize that if we place a charm into one of these potion vials, that it's going to create the potion that's labeled on the bottle. Now, there's no need to make the characters do an insight or investigation check. I think this is just knowledge they can ascertain. So now, which of these charms go into which of the potion bottles? Well, that's actually going to be left up to interpretation. Now, of course, I do have a solution for you, but this is one of those puzzles that if the players come up with something creative and some logical explanation for why they're putting a specific charm into one of these potion vials, then I think it's definitely okay to be able to accept that as the solution. But I do also have a few other fun ideas if you want to stick to the main solution that I'm about to provide. Let's do the easy ones first. A heart can definitely represent life and health, so we're going to put our heart into the healing potion. A 4-leaf clover is definitely associated with luck, so we're going to add it to the luck vial. The horseshoe could represent running fast like horses do, so we're going to add that to the speed vial. That leaves 4 charms remaining, so it's going to get a little bit more tricky from here. Let's start with the balloon. A balloon will float up into the air, so we're going to put the balloon with the levitation potion. A shooting star flies through the sky, so we're going to add that to the flying potion. And then finally we have our moon, and some of the phases of the moon, such as the new moon, are almost invisible to the night sky, so we're going to add the moon to the invisible potion, and that's going to leave our rainbow. We're going to go from one end to the other like a bridge, and that's going to be our teleport. Now, I believe that this solution makes sense, but again, if your players come up with some interesting ideas or reasons on how they came up with a different answer, be sure to take that into consideration and reward them accordingly. But if you'd rather stick to the solution that I have, and the players get a couple of them wrong, let's say they mix up the invisible and the levitation, so they drop the moon into the levitation bottle and the balloon into the invisible bottle, then if they drink the levitation potion, believing that they're going to be able to float up into the sky, they're going to be in for a little bit of a surprise when in actuality, this is now mislabeled, and it's actually an invisibility potion, and they turn invisible instead. So I think giving them working potions, even though they might be mislabeled because they got a few of the answers wrong, is completely acceptable and could lead to a lot of fun. Now, of course, if the characters put more than one in a vial, it's going to spoil not only the charm, but it's also going to spoil the solution. And of course, each charm can only be used once. So once they drop a charm into a vial, they're going to have to commit to the solution. So that's all I have for you today. What did you think of the puzzle? Is this something that you would use in your game? And if so, what would you do differently? And what other box of cereal would have a good trapper puzzle that you could use in D&D? Be sure to leave a comment below. Thank you very much for watching, and on to the next.